Well, folks, here we are, draw number 59 now for the Club 500 here at Montrose FC, and I am absolutely delighted to be joined by the honorary president of our club, Mr. John Payne. He's overcome with emotion. Well, look, John, the reason that we've asked you to come along and do this for us today is because you have very recently celebrated your 90th birthday! which I'm assuming you've really enjoyed so far, have you? Or has it been a bit of a mixed bag?
50% terrific, and then...
Yes, not so good.
No, not so good. And I wasn't drunk. I slept.
Well, more the pity.
I might have just rolled as I drunk did.
That's right.
You know? So I just saw it fell on the ice, and that was.
And that was that.
And the irony was, I was on my way to the garage to get soaked. Tell you.
Ah, yes, there you are. See, that's a classic comedy sketch, let's be honest.
Yeah.
One in the making there. Well, look, of course, you've been part of this club for such a long time. I mean, it's an opportunity to maybe let some of the people out there know your sort of very first memories of the club, because it's not always just been about, having a role as such.
No. In 1960, my first official job was... my first official job was 1959, when I was in charge of the turnstiles, because there was suspicion that people were pocketing money as a
Pocketing a wee bit of cash.
Yeah.
Won't be the first or the last time there's been suspicions of that. I would imagine.
Well, yeah, and there have been highs, there have been lows, and I've done well in the cup. I remember the first time I played Celtic in my time, we got beat 6-1, but that was at Parkhead, and the cheque was terrific.
I was going to say, is this the one where there's a photograph of like Willie Johnson looking at the cheque? I don't know how much it was for, but
well, the first big cheque was about 23,000 pounds. Now it's a long.
That's a lot of money.
And it kept us going for a wee while, But we've always been struggling for money. I mean,
could you do that pitch? Could you make that pitch louder?
No, we will have it. And what disappoints me a wee bit is I don't think percentage times in Montrose the population is supporting us the way we deserve to be supported.
Especially when the team have been doing so well over the last few seasons, you'd really be hoping that there would be more folk would come out and back us, really, eh?
I know. But, we've had a lot of good managers, and we had a not so good managers. I'm sure Brian Keith I'll tell you his story.
Here we go.
Well, this is how trade union rules didn't rule in those days.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Keith was the chairman, and we were doing okay, just okay. And I was vice chairman at the time. And Brian said, we're not doing well enough. I've got a new manager. And I said, have I? Yes, Jim Leishman, who was with Inverness Caledonian at the time. And I said, well, what's going to happen to Chicken Rugby and McClelland?
Yeah.
And he said, I've tried to phone McClelland, and I've told his wife, tell him not to come. But the next story was, I said, what about Rugby? Can't get in touch with him, but he'll find out in the PNJ tomorrow.
You're right, change days, let's be honest.
Change day. Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of happy times too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I mean, have you got one thing that you go that's been the highlight of my time at the football club, or is there simply just too many? I don't know.
Well, when we won the championship recently,
yeah,
I think that was a great highlight after the trauma of
the Barora game.
Yeah. I think my story well known. In the last 7 minutes of that game, I was in here hoovering the carpet. I could not watch it.
Is this something that's ever been practiced at home?
Exactly.
Oh, hey. But no, that's true, Ross. I couldn't.
Just couldn't watch it.
No, that was us going down, and look what's happened to Brecon City and
Absolutely.
Derek Rangers, East Stirling.
Well, the reality is
Rovers.
nobody's ever come back up yet. Do you know what I mean?
I
So yeah, you're right. It was the great escape, we would say.
It was, but Stuart coming on board, just something different.
Yeah. He's done a great job over the last sort of 9 years. He's been brilliant.
I know.
He really has.
He has, and I've great faith in Stuart, and I think he will pull us up the league again. You know, and as long as we stay in League One, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah.
I mean, if we got the championship, it's different.
Yeah.
But
You'll be happy with that as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, there's been a lot of good highlights, and when we got promotion to what would now be the championship a way back, it was a good time as well. Alex Stewart was manager at that time, and the final story. When I joined the board, the team was picked by the directors.
Really? Okay.
So eventually we got Norman Christie, who, in my book, is one of the best managers we've ever had. And so Norman came to the first board meeting. And Willie Johnson said, well, we'll pick the team now, see. And Norman said, well, what do you mean you'll pick the team now? He said, well, the board picks the team. Norman says, well, if the board picks the team, I'm away. You know, just like that. But the interesting thing was, this is how scientific it was. They got a vote on who played where. So, it was Willie Armstrong actually. If he didn't get picked for right half, he was voted to play left half. If he didn't get in at left half, he'd go in inside right. And that's how amateur it was at that time.
No, that's right. So it didn't matter. You didn't really have a position. As long as you were on the pitch somewhere, that's all that mattered.
If you're a favourite player, it's and that was, that was just strange goings on. But it was good times.
Yeah.
Even in the bad times, you've always got your club. That's the main thing. The main thing is get this club, save it. And that's what we have to do.
Yes, you're right. We're all custodians of it at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That is the reality, and unfortunately, you see there are a few clubs struggling at the moment. So it's a danger for a lot. So yeah, you're right. Our club is going to be here longer than any of us. Hopefully, is the reality.
Yeah, that would be my wish anyway.
Good stuff. Did you make that wish when you were blowing the candle? You're not going to tell us.
No,
You're not going to tell us.
I'll tell you.
Go on.
I hope we beat Peterhead on Saturday.
Yeah, I think we're all in that boat.
That's my wish.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, look, John, it's been a pleasure to do this. But you have a job, my friend. You're going to be picking out the three balls. So, three prizes we got, folks. We've got the 500, the 100 and the 50. So, John, you are going to be picking out the first ball, and this is for the 500 quid. We have, folks,
41.
Sorry, I took over there. Sorry, pal.
Well, sorry, no.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, you've got a louder voice than me. You tell me.
41.
Hey!
And the £500 winner is James Boyd. Congratulations, James. Well done. I'll hold on to that, buddy. Right, okay, so this is the second one for £100. It's 67. And the £100 goes to Ross Thompson.
Here I thought it would be.
Now, the only problem is, why didn't you pick that out the first time?
I know, sorry about that, Ross.
I really don't care about it. £50 ball.
Oh.
Oh, it's a biggie. We have 116. 116, the £50 goes to Jade Dempster. Congratulations, Jade, well done. That was it, bud, there we go. That's been the best draw ever. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. It was good before, but it's absolutely brilliant now. Right, John, It's been a pleasure having you as a sort of part of this club for so many years. I've loved being here when you've been here and being a part of it with you. It's been fantastic, and it's a real pleasure to continue to have you here at the club and being such a massive part of our history, my friend. So long may that continue.
Well, it's a great honour to have any office in this club, and I am really proud to be the honorary president. And I've had my times when I was suffering, and Isabel will tell you that there were dark times as well, and we just made it no more. But we survived, and I'm sure that the people that are here now, you guys, will ensure that it goes on. And again, if everybody, thanks very much.
Oh, John, it's been a pleasure. Well done, bud.